How to be a villain.
A few moments later, Chuxiu looked at Chimengdi as she slept peacefully. As he touched her soft cheeks, he whispered to himself, "Master, sleep well. You went through so much last night." He stood up and murmured, "Wait for my return." As Chuxiu left, Chimengdi, who had only been pretending to sleep, sat up and muttered to herself, "That rebellious disciple." He left again without saying goodbye. Darn it. From this day forward I will enter secluded cultivation. I swear I will surpass that rebellious disciple. She slammed the door shut, and at Thunder God Village Chuxiu arrived and muttered, "Oh, so many Tiannu weapons are attacking Thunder God Village? What is Tiannu up to? These weapons are supposed to have low intelligence. It should be impossible for an anomaly like this to appear." He narrowed his eyes. "It is most likely that guy, Thousand Face." Raising his voice, he called out, "Thousand Face, is that you?" The Lord of Thousand Faces stopped waving his flag and replied, "Chu Lao Lu, what are you doing here?" Chuxiu said, "You are really something, Thousand Face. To think you quietly became the leader of the Tiannu weapons, just as I would expect from you." The Lord of Thousand Faces snorted, "Enough chit-chat. Tiannu is watching this place, so I cannot act too out of the ordinary." Chuxiu frowned and thought to himself, "You cannot act too out of the ordinary. Look at you. Everything about you screams extraordinary." He then asked, "By the way, how did you manage to thrive so well right under Tiannu's nose?" The Lord of Thousand Faces grumbled, 2 days ago, Tiannu was bored and wanted to watch us hunt for entertainment. Because I was too clever, Tiannu noticed my intelligence at a glance. That monster immediately threw me into the invincible divine pit. Son of a biscuit, I thought I was dead for sure. Luckily, the heavens took pity on me. Tiannu did not notice anything unusual, and eventually let me go. Chuxiu thought to himself, Tiannu actually did not see through Thousand Faces' disguise? Strange. That does not make sense. Could it be the Lord of Thousand Faces? Leaned closer and asked, "Chu Lao Liu, what do you make of this? Analyze it for me. It will help with my next move." Chuxiu answered, "It must be Great Emperor Taiyi secretly helping us." The Lord of Thousand Faces widened his eyes. "What? Great Emperor Taiyi is still alive? And he is on the ancient Taiji star?" Chuxiu said, "If it were not for him, you would probably be a dead fox by now." The Lord of Thousand Faces grinned, "I know what to do next. With Great Emperor Taiyi's cooperation, what the heck do I have to be afraid of? Once I take this place, I will begin developing nuclear bombs. Sooner or later, I will blow Tiannu's lair sky high." He tilted his head. "Oh right, Chuxiu, what are you doing here?" Chuxiu replied, "I have something I must accomplish in Thunder God Village. I just happened to run into you and your little army." The Lord of Thousand Faces said seriously, "Chu Lao Lu, I advise you not to act recklessly. Tiannu could turn its attention here at any moment. And remember, Tiannu has King realm weapons. If the ones here suffer heavy casualties, those stronger ones will definitely make a move." Chuxiu clenched his fists, thinking to himself, "Just as I feared. If this keeps up, the old man will be killed before I can even get the information about the Tao source from Lei Yuan." He said aloud, "Little Thousand Face, do you have a way for me to get close to the spatial barrier without being noticed?" The Lord of Thousand Faces raised a brow. "You trust me that much? Aren't you afraid I will screw you over?" Chuxiu answered firmly, "We are in the same boat now. Betraying me would only mean betraying yourself. You are not that foolish, are you?" The Lord of Thousand Faces broke into a sweat and hesitated. Finally, he muttered, "How about this? I will teach you a transformation divine ability." A few moments later, inside Thunder God Village, a farmer shouted to Lei Yuan, "Patriarch, let us fight. If this goes on, the spatial barrier will definitely be breached by those monsters." Another man yelled, "That's right, Patriarch. We cannot just stand by and watch that horde of monsters break in." A third added, "As long as we can get the children out safely, our deaths will be worth it." Lei Yuan and Lei Xin silently listened to their people. Lei Xin said urgently, "Grandfather, we cannot wait any longer. Please, make a decision." Lei Yuan sighed inwardly. "It seems I will not be able to wait for young friend Chuxiu. I will not be able to personally give him the whereabouts of the Tao source." He turned to Lei Xin. "The 2 quasi-emperors from the depths of the universe have already fallen. But we of the Thunder God clan cannot go back on the promise we made to young friend Chuxiu. Jinner, you must all escape. Once you are sure it is safe, go to Desolate God Island and deliver this to him. It contains the information he needs." Lei Xin's eyes widened. "Grandfather, what about you?" Lei Yuan smiled bitterly. Child, grandfather must fight for our people. A farmer shouted, Patriarch. Another cried out, just let us great saints go. Yes, another added, you are the hope of our clan. Nothing can happen to you. Lei Yuan shook his head. There are too many monsters. Sending you would be suicide. I will hold them off. You must escort our people away. Lei Xin's tears fell as she cried, Grandfather. Lei Yuan said, silly child, you are already grown, yet you are still crying. You must live on, do you understand? As long as you survive, my death will have meaning. As Lei Yuan walked away, Chuxiu suddenly called out, Old gentleman Lei Yuan, I think I might be able to help you. Lei Yuan immediately turned toward the voice. He shouted, Young friend Chuxiu. Suddenly, boulders fell from the sky as Chuxiu arrived. Lei Yuan asked urgently, Young friend Chuxiu, you said you have a way to save my Thunder God clan. Is that true? Chuxiu replied, However, it is very difficult. If I were to act, the risk would be great. I might end up being targeted by it. Lei Yuan, sweating as the others also, trembled, said, Then. Chuxiu turned toward the Lord of Thousand Faces. Thousand Face, pull off something big. The Lord of Thousand Faces blinked and muttered, Huh? Oh, what trick is old Six Chu playing at now? Thunder rumbled across the sky. Lei Yuan said firmly, Young man Chuxiu, I implore you to help my Thunder God clan. I will never forget this kindness as long as I live. Name any condition you wish. I, Lei Yuan, swear in the name of the Thunder God. Lei Xin cried out, Chuxiu, I am begging you. Chuxiu thought to himself, that is what I was waiting for, landing on the ground. He coughed lightly and said, what is all this about conditions? Old gentleman Lei Yuan, you are being too formal. Desolate God Island and the Thunder God clan have been allies for generations. As the master of Desolate God Island, how could I simply stand by and watch my friends perish here? Lei Yuan said, Good, good, good. As long as you are willing to help, young man. Thank you so much. Chuxiu smiled slightly. However, I know your personality, old gentleman. You dislike owing favors. If I do not set conditions, you will definitely be uneasy. How about this? Let us agree on 3 conditions. Lei Yuan responded without hesitation. Good, good, good. 3 it is. Speak, young friend. How shall we assist you? Chuxiu explained. It is simple. You need to head outside and draw the attention of that group of Tiannu weapons. Once I finish setting up the teleportation array below, I will transport all of you back to Desolate God Island. He thought to himself, Tiannu is wary of Desolate God Island right now. They would not dare invade. The Lord of Thousand Faces frowned and said, Old Six Chu, what are you up to? You had better be careful. Do not get yourself killed. Tiannu has already sent 2 weapons of the Saint King realm. Chuxiu warned, Old gentleman, you must be careful. 2 Saint King realm weapons have arrived outside. Lei Yuan's eyes hardened. Young friend Chuxiu, just focus on the array. I know what I must do. As Lei Yuan strode outside, a young girl with golden hair and a voluptuous figure smiled at him playfully. She vanished in an instant. Lei Yuan raised his weapon as she reappeared before him. Grandpa, you are too slow and too weak. She giggled. With a sudden kick, she sent him crashing down, carving a crater in the earth. Lei Yuan climbed up and said grimly, This little girl has some skill. Charging forward with his thunderous spear, he roared, Again! The girl laughed. Ah, Grandpa, I do not have time to play with you. Form ranks, face the enemy. She clapped her hands, and the Tiannu army growled, surrounding Lei Yuan. Chuxiu shouted from within the cave, Old gentleman, just hold on a little longer. I am almost done. The girl sneered, Grandpa, you are brave indeed, facing us all alone. But once we finish with you, we will send your clansmen down to join you. The army surged forward. At that moment, Chuxiu cried out, It is done. Shockwaves burst out from him. Lei Yuan released a final surge of energy as beams of light engulfed him. The Lord of Thousand Faces muttered in awe, Old Six Chu is incredible. To think he could snatch people right under Tiannu's nose. At Desolate God Island's U-shaped lake. A sultry woman gasped. It is a teleportation array. Everyone, do not panic. It seems someone from the Divine Lake faction has returned. A man murmured, I wonder who it is. Such a grand entrance, it must be someone important. An old man rubbed his eyes and exclaimed, Look, is that not Chuxiu? It is the holy son of Taisu. Chuxiu called out, Follow me into the island's interior. Healing your injuries takes priority. Lei Yuan bowed deeply. Thank you for saving us, Island Master, a woman whispered in shock. What? How did Chu Xiu become the island master of Desolate God Island? Another man stammered, Did I hear that right? Suddenly, the air grew heavy. A mighty presence descended as Long Kui appeared in the sky. Desolate God, I have arrived. Will you not open the gate and welcome me? A woman gasped. Is that the dragon clan? The old man's eyes widened. It is a divine dragon, Chu Xiu said calmly. Come in. The woman trembled. He really is the Desolate God. The old man muttered. Is his relationship with the dragon god truly that strong? Just how much of the story have we missed? Thank you so much for watching. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to help me grow my channel. Your support means the world to me. Don't forget to leave a comment below. I love hearing from you. Let's keep the conversation going and get those analytics buzzing. Until next time, take care.